What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Second Passport. Today I got a deal coming to you from Bahia de Caraquez on the north coast of Ecuador. About, I'd say, 2 hours or so from Manta. Hour and a half if you're driving really fast. We're going to take a look. It's a rare property because it's an ocean view house in Bahia de Caraquez, which is rare if you know Bahia. It's mainly a town on a little peninsula here that jets out into a bay with a bunch of high rises, right? A bunch of high rise buildings. Now, but there is a kind of a hill that comes up behind the high rises here, and that is where this house is today that we're gonna take a look at. Right? It's a beautiful bay with a yacht club. And let's take a quick look. It's an older house, right? It's 20 years old. It's obviously going to need some work to kind of make it shine, a little TLC. But it has good bones because it's 20 years old, so it made it through the big quake in this area in 2016. So I'm told by the seller, without much of a problem at all. So that's a good sign. It's quake tested. But anyway, I love this ocean view, and it's a 120 square meter, 4-bedroom, 2 full bathroom house, right? 120 square meters of construction on a 160 square meter lot. So you have a little bit of a backyard if you want to do a small garden or something. And you park right under the house, which is quite common on the coast, especially with older houses. And so it's 120 square meters of construction. If you just count the construction and not the lot, you're looking at about $150 per square meter of construction. That's super cheap, even for Ecuador. You know, obviously it's an older structure, so fine, but still anything, I mean, it's hard to build in Ecuador for under 300 or 400 square meter. And most people would sell new construction between 1,000 and 1,500 per square meter on this area of the coast. So obviously $150 a square meter, for me it's hard to beat. They're asking $19,000 for this property, slightly negotiable. The seller contact, it's a direct for sale by seller, is below in the description of this video to schedule a visit. He lives nearby, or to get more information. Now, as you can see, I once bought an ocean view house on the southern coast just south of Montanita for 15 grand, and I did pretty well. In a year or two later, putting about 10 into the property, I sold it for 45,000. It's probably worth even more now because where I sold is that the area has really come up. But as you can see, this is a picture of the inside. Obviously, it's going to need work, right? At least paint job, and you can imagine what you can do here. It's an older house, you know, it's going to need some TLC. This is a look from the outside, right? So you park underneath, and you have a little garden behind. So obviously, the place needs some work, no doubt about it, to kind of bring it up to, like, you could say gringo standards. But I like the basics, the bones and the balcony and the ocean view. You know, you can't, and obviously it looks like a street dog there, but it's nice and paved right to the house. That's not a given in Ecuador. I definitely like that too. So anyway, for 19 grand, I like this deal. Maybe giving it a little bit of a gringo touch, maybe redoing the roof possibly here, and I really think someone could make this house pop.